Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well. Now before I start today's video, I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I would just like to say that I appreciate it, and if you haven't already subscribed, then make sure you click that subscribe button down below. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin today's video. So, you know, recently I've been noticing that a lot of people are under so much pressure to live up to different people's expectations of them. Either people have really high expectations of you and you're just worrying about how you're going to live up to that expectations, or some people who just have really low expectations of you and they think you're not going to get anywhere in life. Well, I'm just here to share with you guys how I like to deal with such situations. The first thing that I like to do is to shift my focus. I try to shift my focus from competing with people for the things of this life, because you know what I've learned is that whatever is written for me is what I will get. No matter how hard I try to get something else that's written for somebody else, I can never get it, not unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala writes it for me. So it's really a waste of time, energy and effort trying to chase after something that's not meant for you. Not all of us can be doctors, and that's okay. Some of us will be teachers, some of us will be stay-at-home mom and raise lovely children. We just have so many different gifts and talents that Allah has given us. It's about making the most of what you have and not always looking out to what somebody else has and how you can try to get there. It's about being the best version of you, but at the same time still staying authentic and true to yourself. My next point is compete in the way of Allah. You know, I laugh when people try to compete with me with regards to the things of this dunya. Like, I don't consider myself someone who has a lot. I'm not from like a rich family or anything, but alhamdulillah, I have enough to keep me going. And so some people look at that and they might feel as though they need to compete with me, and I will laugh at them, because for me that's not where the competition is, considering that people are so busy battling with each other for this dunya, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said compete in Allah's cause, compete in Allah's way. That's the one that really matters. Guys, it's high time we really like saw this world for what it is. It's really just an illusion. You know, we're going to wake up to the reality of things when we're dead and we're in our graves and the angel of death appears. That's when it will all become clear to us. Really, this life is just a perception. Try to always better yourself. Really and truly, that's what my channel, this Nafisa's Pearlz, that's what it's really about. It's about empowering all of us all together to better ourselves in the way of Allah. And that does not mean ignoring your needs in this life, but it just means putting Allah first and putting things into perspective. So try and compete in Allah's way. There are so many good deeds that you can do. If you see that one sister is doing a good deed or a brother is doing another good deed, try to do that good deed and make it better. You know, try to rise above that challenge. Compete in Allah's way. You know, there is so much peace of mind and happiness and fulfillment and contentment and light, you know, the nur that's going to save you on the day of judgment. So much of it comes from working in Allah's cause. So please try and do that. My next point follows on to the point that I have made before about competing in Allah's cause, and that is that you need to be sincere. You know, your enemies will win over you if everything that you ever did in this life was to compete towards them, or you were doing all of these things that you somehow thought was going to give you reward in the hereafter, but you missed the key ingredient to success: sincerity. Sincerity is the key ingredient to success. Because what is success defined as? Success is defined as meeting your aim or your target. That is what is defined as success. And so our aim as Muslims is to have Allah be pleased with us, to worship Allah in the way that we die as believers, and so we earn the hereafter, right? If you've achieved that, then you have achieved success, irregardless of what you have and what you did not have in this life. So be sincere in everything that you do, because the bankrupt person is the person who spent their whole life working in Allah's cause, it seemed, but they lacked that one thing, sincerity. And so they get to the hereafter and find that there is nothing left for them, because they did not do it to please Allah, they did it to please the people. So my message here really is that irregardless of what anybody thinks of you, they might think you're the lowest of the low. It doesn't matter. You cannot control other people's minds. You can only control your own mind and your own actions. So take actions and be sincere in your actions. There's just a sort of happiness that comes when you know that I don't care what you think about me. You know, that is irrelevant. Whether you think I'm going to be successful or I'm not going to be successful, that's really irrelevant to me. What matters to me the most if Allah is by my side, because you know what? He made this world and he owns this world, and so everything in it bows down to him. So if he's pleased with me, he can give me the world and everything in it. But if he's displeased with me, then what can I ever get? You know, nothing I will ever have will ever make me happy or at peace. Finally, I would just like to say that inshallah, if you're able to put all of these steps into actions, remember that you will have the last laugh. We know that there are just people who are waiting for us to fail. You know, you try and do something and you can almost guarantee that there are certain people who are just literally waiting for you to fail so that they can laugh at you and tell you that, well, you were nothing in the first place. Like, what, you think you're all that? You were nothing in the first place. Don't let those people win by focusing in this life and what you can compete, and you know, if you can get a better car than your neighbor, or your children can get better grades than your neighbor. That's not the most important thing, okay? If you can focus on what really matters, what your purpose is in this life, remember that you're going to be the one to have the last laugh. So guys, those are some of the things that I try to put into place in order to rise above other people's expectations of me. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. Jazakallah khair for watching. Make sure you do give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So I will see you in my next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.